Hey guys, just here. I'm making a video that I should have uploaded a couple days ago, but Super Bowl starts at about a little over an hour. Actually about 2 hours now, a little under that. But it's time for me to make my Super Bowl picks, and I'm gonna go through the two teams, Chiefs and Eagles, and I'm gonna tell you who I think has the better chance of winning, how they're doing, and all that stuff. I also hope you guys enjoyed the little video that I made earlier about Super Scripture Sunday. It's just a series I've been doing for almost a year now on my TikTok and Instagram account. And I thought since more people are watching on YouTube, I would do that because I am a Christian and I do believe we need to spread the gospel. So if you haven't already, spread the gospel. If you don't believe that stuff, then that's fine. I'm not forcing religions. I'm just saying if you're a Christian or not in any religions, please spread the gospel because Jesus is coming back soon, and he died on the cross for our sins. Anyway, so there's that. But it's time to get into it. So first, let's start with the Chiefs. The Chiefs finished the season 14-3, had the number one seed in the AFC. They cruised past the Jaguars. Well, they didn't really cruise past it. Mahomes had an ankle injury, but Chad Henne stepped up, but then Mahomes came back in, and they were able to outlast the Jaguars, and then they outlast the Bengals in a very controversial game that saw a lot of people upset that the Bengals didn't win because of the refs. But I won't get into it because that's a controversial topic. That'll be for a different conversation, I guess. But either way, the Chiefs are here. And yeah, they had a pretty good season. Like I said, won 14-3. Their three losses were to the Bengals, to the Bills, which are understandable, but their other loss was to the Colts in Week 3, which was shocking. But there's something that I feel like that's holding back the Chiefs that I think could cost them the Super Bowl, and that is their defense. To me, the Chiefs' defense isn't really all that good. I think it's solid. I think it's just average. I don't think it's like, say, the 49ers defense where it's like an elite defense. Like, you still got some good players on there. You got like Chris Jones on there, other people on there who are really good. But like, I just don't think the Chiefs defense is like elite by any stands. It might not be bad. It's just not elite by any means. So I feel like that's what could hold back the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and especially when you got like an offense like the Eagles that's been cruising, especially in the playoffs. Um, Not going to be very good. It'll be very tough for the Chiefs. But on the offensive side, however, you got, I think it was the number one ranked offense in the NFL in 2022. Even without Tyreek Hill, everyone thought without Tyreek Hill, the Chiefs were going to fall apart, that they weren't going to do anything, but lo and behold, here they are. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce both had pretty stellar seasons. Travis Kelce, I think, had a record-setting season for tight ends in the NFL, even over former Chiefs tight end Tony Gonzalez and all that, which was cool, and even over Rob Gronkowski as well, which was cool for Travis. I think he got like the most touchdowns by a tight end in a single season, which was cool, and I think those other things as well, but good for him. Patrick Mahomes obviously won MVP on Thursday. I think it was like 50 people who voted, 48 for Mahomes, and I think it was one for Josh Allen and one for Jalen Hurts. So it was pretty clear that Mahomes, I think he was first in passing yards, first in pass TDs, like first in every category basically for quarterbacks. So it was pretty obvious that Mahomes would get his second MVP, and sure enough, he did. Um, Even with that ankle injury, it's pretty much healed up, but lo and behold, here he is in the Super Bowl once again for the third time in 4 seasons for the Chiefs, which is a dynasty brewing, basically. Obviously, they won. They came back against the 49ers 3 years ago in the Super Bowl to get their first Super Bowl there and their second Super Bowl overall, their first one since 1970 in 50 years. So that there was cool. And then they lost in the Super Bowl to Tom Brady, which Brady would get a 7th Super Bowl win there. And then they lost in the AFC Championship last season to the Bengals. Very disappointed there after they took 21-3 lead. And then here, obviously, they defied all odds even after the Tyreek Hill trade. They're here. So the Chiefs are going to be tough. They're going to be there. It's going to be a close Super Bowl. I can tell you that because these are two pretty solid offenses. Probably the two best offenses in the NFL. Pretty likely. So it's no surprise that plus both these teams got the number one seed in their respectable conferences. So good for them. But the Chiefs are going to be tough. And obviously the special teams, their kicker Harrison Butker, he's a pretty good kicker as well. Special teams pretty good. Anyway, so that's the Chiefs. Obviously they got a coach Andy Reid. Reid's pretty good. He's a good coach. I think he is the winningest coach in the NFL. So even over Bill Belichick and all those guys. So good for him. Then moving on to the NFC side, you got the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are probably having their best season, like in franchise history. Debatably, you could debate that. Remember, this team went 8-0, looked unstoppable. Then they lost in the Monday Night Football game to the Commanders, which was disappointing. But they went, I think, what did they go, like 13-1, and then they lost like the last couple of games because Hurts got injured. They lost to the Cowboys, then they lost to the Saints. Cowboys was understandable, but the Saints, man, it's like the Chiefs. The Chiefs lost to the Colts, and then the Eagles lost to the Saints. So both of them had disappointing losses to pretty not good teams. So there was that. But let's talk about this offense. Offense is stellar. Jalen Hurts, honestly, it's disappointing he didn't win MVP, but like Mahomes was better than him clearly. But he still had an MVP like season. Like Hurts was, he's obviously a good rusher. He's like a Lamar Jackson basically. He can run the ball, he can throw the ball, he can do whatever he wants. I think he led the NFL in rushing yards. It was either him or Justin Fields. Could have been Fields, could have been Hurts. I don't know. In rush TDs, I think he was first in among quarterbacks, or that could have been Fields as well. I don't know. But he's got Hurts. You got the running backs. You got Miles Sanders, Boston Scott. You got like Kenneth Gainwell. Those are the three. Pretty good. Then wide receivers. Remember they traded for AJ Brown in the offseason. Got it from Tennessee. He had a good season. He had a good season. Did AJ Brown? I think he was the number one target with Hurts. And then you got Devontae Smith as well, who's also really good at his sophomore season. He improved this season, so good to see. But like the wide receiver, the receiver duo of Devontae Smith and AJ Brown, both very stellar. I think you got Quez Watkins, who's I think the third string wide receiver. If he's not, then I don't know who else. They have the tight end Dallas Goedert. Remember, if you like last year, they had Zach Ertz, and then they traded him to the Cardinals. So then Dallas Goedert stepped in. So there's that. Then you got the O-line's definitely at least top five. The Eagles have been known the last couple of seasons to have a pretty good O-line. They have Jason Kelce, obviously, which is awesome. Brother to Travis Kelce, the first brother duo to face off in the Super Bowl. And a lot of people, this is cool, but they're basically like 100,000 people at least, or like put like a petition online to like have like the mom of Travis and Jason Kelce do the coin flip, which she should like, and then she's wearing a jersey that's like the Chiefs on one side, the Eagles on one side, because when you're a mom and both your brothers are facing off the Super Bowl, who you gonna pull for? You gotta pull for both of them, man. It's a win-win either way. So there's that, or it's win-loss either way. I don't know, but so yeah, that'd be awesome. Like the NFL should do that. I don't know who they have doing the coin toss. It has to be her, but if not, then I don't know who they have. But there's that. Then you get to their defense. Their defense, they improved their defense a lot. Obviously, they had Fletcher Cox, who was a Pro Bowl linebacker. Then they got C.J. Gardner-Johnson, traded from the Saints. Then they got Haason Reddick, traded from the Cardinals. James Bradbury, traded from, was it the Giants or the Bills? One of those teams. I think it was the Giants. Darius Slay, they had him. There's other people too, but their defense, man, a good defense. But you got to tackle that number one defense. If anyone can do that, it's going to be this Eagles defense. Or maybe it was the 49ers defense. I don't know. But the Niners got eliminated because of Brock Purdy getting injured, and then Josh Allen stepping in, sucking. Then he got concussed, and Brock Purdy stepped in. He didn't look good. Couldn't pass at all. But still, this team is good. Then you got their kicker, Jake Elliott, who's also really good. Special teams are really good. Everything about the Eagles is really good. It's not like the Chiefs, because the Chiefs have like their defense, which is like but the Eagles have a good defense, and we could say that. It was like the Eagles, because this was one of the teams we knew was going to improve this season. It was like in the NFC it was going to be the Eagles, and the AFC was going to be the Chargers, but the Chargers had injuries. Like J.C. Jackson, I think, was out for the season. They had other things as well go against the Chargers' way, but not the Eagles. Other than Jalen Hurts getting injured for a couple weeks, they look pretty good. So yeah, there's that. I know the kicker Jake Elliott, apparently, they've seen this commercial twice today where apparently he has pizza before he goes out and plays a football game, which pizza's unhealthy. I'm surprised he. Well, then again, it's a kicker. It's not like a wide receiver where you're supposed to be strong or something, or like a quarterback. Would make sense if he was like a linebacker, because they're supposed to be big and strong and then like push those guys out of the way. I don't know what I just did. Anyway, But now it's time for my Super Bowl prediction. Like I mentioned before, this is going to be a close Super Bowl. It could be a high scoring. I don't know, because you got two stellar offenses. I don't know. We'll see what the defense could do. Maybe the Chiefs will. I think they impressed me against the Bengals, so maybe it's not all bad. We'll see what they do against the Eagles as well, because the Eagles have a good offense, so we'll see. But then again, so do the Bengals, so we'll see what happens there. But I think it's gonna be neck and neck. But in the end, I think the Eagles are gonna outlast the Chiefs, 37-30. That's my final prediction, 37-30, and get the win over the Chiefs. The Chiefs will have one chance. It'll be 37-30. Chiefs offense will get there, but I think okay, this will be bold. Clip this if this is true. If this will be so cool if this is true. I don't know why. I feel like it's gonna be Mahomes is gonna throw an interception late in the game. Um, to who? I don't know. But in my eyes, I think it's a batted pass. Fletcher Cox goes in there, bats the pass, and then C.J. Gardner-Johnson intercepts it. But if it's anybody, that'd be cool. Because Mahomes never really throws interceptions, like especially in the playoffs. I don't know, or maybe that was Josh Allen, and Allen threw a lot of interceptions and against the Dolphins the walk around. But that was the Bills. This is the Chiefs. But Mahomes did throw an interception against the Bengals last year, and that gave the Bengals the win, cost the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl, put the Bengals in the Super Bowl. Yeah. Anyway, there's also a Super Bowl script that has the Eagles beating the Chiefs 37-34. So then a lot of people betting on that. It's crazy because it's like that one guy who said the NFL was rigged, and now all this script stuff started. He was sarcastic. I mentioned this on my TikTok, but it's 2023. People are gonna say, people will say something like it's a joke, but people will take it seriously, and then all this happens, which is just not good. It's just crazy what this world has become. Just not good. Anyway, but yeah, the Eagles is a script that says the Eagles winning 37-34. It also says the Chiefs go up 10-0, which, I mean, they took the 21-3 lead, but I mean, I don't think they're gonna do it again. Like 10 to go up 10-0. I don't know, because then the Eagles have to come back. It'll be hard to do. But the Bengals did last year. Anyway, I don't know. But my final prediction, 37-30. Eagles get their second Super Bowl in, 5 or 6 years or something. They won it the 2017 with Nick Foles over Tom Brady. That was a good Super Bowl. I think the highest scoring Super Bowl in NFL history. That was one of my favorite Super Bowls. Personally, had that Philly special, had all that. They had Tom Brady trying to catch a ball, failing. There was all that. Anyway, but we'll see. What's your prediction? Let me know. But that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy. Hopefully the Super Bowl is a good one. Smash like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you want to, that's clout, just a suggestion. But I'll see you guys for whatever it is I post. Maybe I'll talk about the Super Bowl tomorrow if I remember to. Because I kept saying, oh, tomorrow's going to be the Super Bowl video, my prediction. And then I kept forgetting. So my bad. But if I remember, then I'll talk about the Super Bowl tomorrow. And I'll probably maybe do just size group reviews reviewing for the duels and then the 500 if I remember to do that as well. And also whatever unboxing I get. Maybe if there's more wave 8 or 7 or all that stuff. But I'll see you guys tomorrow if I remember to record the Super Bowl reaction and all that stuff. But see you guys. Bye.